All right, everyone to your places.
We're ready in here, sir.
How are we in the studio?
Stand by, sir. Get the lights.
Yes, sir. Striking.
Quiet on the set, please. We're on in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it's not just Mr. Nolan. We missed you, man. I'm Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show, our second show. Excuse me.
Our second
Take two,
one,
second show.
someone's been on assignment.
Yeah.
I've been on assignment.
Got a tan there.
Our second show in June, well, a little bit of a tan. Had an assignment in Dewey Beach, so that was fun. And
Waiting on mine.
That must have been a tough
my
one.
report is in
Forthcoming.
the works.
Yeah.
Forthcoming.
You got to edit that thing.
It's in the works. So here's a look at what we've got coming up. Our news and community bulletin board segments, take two, and Adele Quo is here with
It's easy being green.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
CBB, as I
All the
mentioned, Denise is here, and she's talking about the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the play. Our news for seniors segment, and then a roll in with our own styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, and that's our show. But before we go, a social media reminder from Senior Pineda.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And, of course, guys, the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Craig, on to the news.
Hold up the finger. Okay, and here we go. News for seniors, glasses in place, and our first item. Well, Arlington police are looking for an attacker who stabbed someone near Columbia Pike and Washington Boulevard. The incident happened on Thursday, June 1st, around 3 a.m. The victim ended up in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The attacker is believed to have injured their hands or arms in the incident. The suspect is described as a 30-ish year old Hispanic male, about 5'3" in height, wore a striped shirt and jeans. And at the time of the assault, if you have any information on this incident, you're asked to call 1-866-411-TIPS. That's 1-866-411-8477, and give them any information if you have it. All right, Daniel.
Well, Craig, Reagan National, that's Washington National Airport, is stepping up its security. Delta Airlines is setting up a biometric stand for passengers. Instead of using IDs, the airline will scan fingerprints before allowing passengers to enter their planes. And as part of a program to expedite airport security called CLEAR, Delta Sky Miles participants will use the service. Phase 1 testing is already in progress. To learn more information, visit their website. That's at news.delta.com. The technology certainly changing, Craig.
Technology, it's there. They're going to be doing iris scans pretty soon down there, I think, at National as well. Coming up. Get ready. All right, also on our news items, well, the honorees of the 2017 Women of Vision Awards have been announced, and they are Jackie Snelling, Jennifer Nice Connor, and Patricia Funegra. They'll be recognized by the Commission on the Status of Women. Jackie Snelling won the government award. She has worked closely with schools, volunteers, and emergency planning. Ms. Nice Connor will be honored in the business category. She is editor-at-large for the Washington Business Journal and has an extensive background supporting women's issues. And Funegra won the nonprofit award. Her extensive portfolio includes founding La Cocina VA. La Cocina, thank you. Gracias, Senor Pineda, which uses food as an agent for social and economic change. And that ceremony is coming up on June 27th. Daniel.
What an accomplishment, Craig. Certainly congratulations. Absolutely. Well, Craig, Arlington's public art master plan will be revised very soon. The county wants you to help make it a little bit better. A public survey will be available until 5 p.m. on Monday, June the 19th. That's at surveymonkey.com/r/ARL Public Art 2017. To learn more information about the Public Art Master Plan Update, or PAMP, visit projects.arlingtonva.us and search for PAMP. Craig.
All right, Daniel, and don't go away. Our CBB file is coming up just shortly here, right after we hear from Adele, in another installment of It's Easy Being Green. Boy, we're pretty good at that now.
Sounded
We're
pretty
getting
good.
Good job.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, everyone.
Here's Adele.
For another It's Easy Being Green. My name is Adele Quo, here with my mascot, Joe Tree Frog. Our mystery tree of the month centers on a family of great and noble flowering trees. There are 8 native species of our mystery tree of the month growing throughout the eastern United States, and 5 of the 8 are Virginia natives. Joe Tree Frog wants you to know these intriguing mystery trees are part of the oldest flowering plant family living today, with relatives that grew alongside the dinosaurs. Unlike their Asian relatives that bloom in early spring, our native mystery trees never worry about losing their fantastic blossoms to frost damage, since they wait until May to show off their large flowers. Our first mystery tree of June features lovely lemon-scented cup-shaped creamy white flowers appearing in May and blooming intermittently throughout the summer. Showy red cone-like fruit follow in the fall. This elegant tree makes a great choice for a specimen or patio tree. Joe Tree Frog wants you to know about the lesser-known Virginia species of our mystery trees. They are deserving of greater attention and could be used as bold accent or shade trees in your garden. Mystery native tree number 2 produces slightly fragrant greenish-yellow flowers in late spring and has become the source of the yellow blossom color of many new hybrids. Unlike its relatives, it often produces respectable golden fall color. The next mystery native tree, number 3, can be easily identified as the tree with the largest simple leaf and flower in North America. Tremendous leaves up to 45 inches long. That's almost 4 feet, folks. Are bright green above and silvery gray below. The flowers are white with purple petal bases. They average 8 to 10 inches across and have a pleasant fragrance. We have time for one more mystery native tree, number 4. Unique among our June mystery tree family, the large, creamy white flowers open in late spring with an unpleasant odor. It may still make a tropical statement as a specimen in a larger garden due to its large leaves that appear in clusters at the ends of branches that resemble an umbrella. Joe Tree Frog wants you to know if you can ID any or all of our mystery trees of June, just email us at adelk.easybeingreen@gmail.com. Now and throughout summer is a great time to get out and discover our Virginia mystery trees of June. And remember, it's easy being green.
Adele, you're getting a lot of comments actually from
I
this,
am
right? It's
hearing
really cool.
from folks, so keep them
Tom.
coming.
Yeah.
Love to hear about everyone's excitement over these mystery trees.
M. Tom is still alive. I think I know what tree number 1 is. It starts with an M and ends with an A.
Don't give it away,
and it
Craig.
has an energy in the middle.
It is a popular one. It's
It's
very beautiful.
And it's a beautiful tree. It really
It
is.
is.
And I'm surprised to know that they've been around since
Well,
the dinosaurs.
send in
Time of
your
the dinosaurs.
guess.
I'll send in my entry. All
Extra
right.
points for the botanical name.
Nice.
That's a hint, right?
Really great. Thanks, Adele. We appreciate, as always, your EBG segment. Here we go with our, as promised now, our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board files. With the first, take 2, the Best of Ballston Awards ceremony coming up on 21st of June. It'll be held at Ballston Business Improvement District's annual meeting. The awards will be in 3 categories for those in the neighborhoods: property manager, innovator, and broker. And that will be coming up on June 21st, held at the Westin Arlington Gateway Hotel, located at 801 North Glebe Road. So put that one on your calendar. Daniel.
And Craig, on Saturday, June the 22nd of 2017, the Columbia Pike Revitalization Organization is hosting its 22nd annual Blues Festival. This free event will feature great music, local food, arts and crafts, community groups, and local businesses, and much more. The event will run from 1 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the intersection of Columbia Pike and South Walter Reed. Visit their website, that's at columbia-pike.org, for more information. So, Craig, mark that one also on your calendar.
Also, if you like movies, on Columbia Pike, Saturday is movie night. You can watch movies outside every Saturday night, weather permitting, from 8:30 till about 10:30 at Penrose Square, which is located at 2597 Columbia Pike. Information should be on your screen there. You can visit columbia-pike.org and then look into the event section for more details. And with more on movies outdoors, here's Senior Pineda.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. And there's much more on Saturday, June the 10th. You can see the Oliver Stone classic Wall Street. It stars Charlie Sheen and Michael Douglas and explores the world of corporate raiding in the 1980s. On Saturday, June the 17th, they will screen the Bruce Willis action-packed flick Die Hard. Alan Rickman plays the evil villain trying to kill Willis's character, Officer John McClane. It's an awesome movie, Craig. It's going to be great.
One of my favorites.
Action-packed.
He just doesn't go away. That's a great movie. And also on our CBB file, you still have a chance to view some Arlington Arts Center exhibits before they go away. Spring Solos 2017, Grizzly, Future Imperfect Continuous, and H.B. Woodlawn's Out of Place will all be available to view until Monday, June 11. You can visit arlingtonartscenter.org or give them a call. Information should be on your screen, and their number, 703-248-6800. That's our CBB file. We'll be back with news for seniors after we hear from Denise and her review. Here's Denise.
Cinetic theater has grabbed our attention over the years by performing silent Shakespeare and has performed 12 of the Bard's plays without words. With its current production of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cinetic is proving that it needs no words to retell the story of any great literary masterpiece. Quasimodo was an abandoned, deformed infant when the deacon of the cathedral, Dom Claude Frollo, adopted him, formed a strange father-son bond, and made him the cathedral's bell ringer. Years later, when Parisians are celebrating with a festival, we are introduced to the beautiful gypsy dancing girl, Esmeralda. Frollo, despite his priestly vocation, is smitten with her and sends Quasimodo to bring the girl to him. Through a series of misadventures, Quasimodo is mistaken for a brute who has attacked the girl, and he is sentenced to a lashing. When Esmeralda shows him compassion and offers him a drink of water, he too is smitten with her, forming a very strange love triangle that cannot help but end in disaster. Director Pata Tishkurishvili, his wife, choreographer Irina Tishkurishvili, and adapter Nathan Weinberger took on the task of illustrating Frollo's fall from grace with no dialogue. In a bit of incredible creativity, they used the cathedral's famous stone gargoyles as part of a live chorus to show his journey into corruption. Philip Fletcher easily handles this very complicated role. Vato Tishkurishvili, burdened with the requisite hump and heavy cloaking, manages to clearly convey the heartbreaking emotions of the crippled and deafened creature, who loves his father figure, but rebels against the corrupt figure he has become. Irina Kavsadze, as Esmeralda, dances with the grace and beauty that makes the audience easily understand why so many men have become besotted with her. The stage design distills the cathedral down to a massive cross, huge organ, and lofty bell tower to house the action of the play. If you are a fan of Cinetic's novel, wordless approach to storytelling, you will want to see this production. If you have never seen one, I cannot imagine a better introduction to their creativity. I hope you decide to celebrate with Quasimodo and Esmeralda, but resist temptation better than Dom Frollo, as Cinetic retells their heartbreaking stories through June 11th. I'm Denise Pringle. Now back to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Denise, and her spin on the Hunchback of Notre Dame at Cinetic Theater until June 11th. Thanks, Denise. We appreciate it. Here we go. As promised now, our News for Seniors file. Shuffleboard, bingo, card games, bland meals? Nope. That's not your grandparent senior center. Today's senior center are vibrant and action-packed. a combination of local fitness center, parties, dances, conversation groups, job and volunteering headquarters, transportation hub, and tasty dining locale. Yes, all that happening at your local senior centers. About 11,000 senior centers nationwide serve nearly 1 million adults 50 and older every day. 3/4 of them visit their center 1 to 3 times per week and spend an average of 3.3 hours per visit. Approximately 70% of senior center participants are women. There's some facts and figures for you on senior centers. Daniel.
Giving you all the facts.
Part
there,
2.
Craig. Well, Craig, one center noted that we have seen folks come in wearing slippers and sweatpants, sitting off to themselves and doing nothing. After a while, their appearance starts to change, and before you know it, they're wearing jeans, buttoned shirts, and real shoes, participating in activities and dominating conversations. Seniors who get home-delivered meals enjoy the daily volunteer visits, and we have heard from numerous families how much the short daily visit means to them. Craig.
And also in our News for Seniors file, closer to home, Arlington County's 6 senior centers offer a variety of programs and services. Activities include exercise, sports, social events, classes, guest speakers, discussion groups and clubs, games, crafts, music, and a whole lot more. And the centers are Arlington Mill Community and Senior Center, Aurora Hills, list of them should be on your screen there, Senior Center, Culpeper Garden Senior Center, Langston Brown Community and Senior Center, Lee Community and Senior Center, and Park, and Walter Reed. For more information, take to visit parks.arlingtonva.us/senior centers or give them a call, and this number should be on your screen, the Arlington County Office of Senior Adult Programs, or OSAP, 703-228-4743. I'm sorry, 4747, option 3. Okay, Daniel, would you like to read some more of this information here?
Yes, and you can also visit the National Council on Aging's website. That's at ncoa.org. And now on to our next story for seniors. How can you tell if a loved one should no longer be living alone? The following signs can help you determine if it's time to consider assisted living. Watch for increasing vehicular accidents or close calls, slow recovery from recent illness like the cold or the flu, worsening chronic health condition, increasing difficulty managing daily activities like dressing, cooking, shopping, and taking medication, noticeable weight loss or weight gain, increasing frailty and unsteady gait, changes in appearance and hygiene, for example, unkemptness and body odor, decreasing social activities and interests, increasing reclusiveness, reluctance to leave the house, unopened personal mail and bills, unflowing mailboxes or piles of mail scattered throughout the home, letters from banks, creditors, or insurers, thank you letters from charitable organizations, stale or expired foods or multiple of the same item, for example, 10 bottles of ketchup, lots of clutter and other signs of poor housekeeping, pets and plants that appear neglected or not well tended, disrepair around the home, including leaks, broken appliances, dirty windows, or broken fences. Craig.
All right, Daniel, also in our News for Seniors file, well, if your loved one is increasingly lonely, anxious, and unable to manage daily living or is unsafe in the home, then it's time to discuss alternative living options, including in-home care or assisted living. Be sure to engage close relatives with health care and mental health professionals and even longtime friends of your loved ones to help in your assessment. For more help, you can visit caring.com website. It should be on your screen there, https://caring.com/articles, and then signs, it's time for assisted living. And one more.
Yes,
our seniors file, Daniel.
So much important information, Craig, and even more. For more information about what's happening around town, be sure to check out Arlington County's 55-plus guide. There's always a variety of activities happening in Arlington for people 55 and older, and you'll know what they're reading by this bi-monthly magazine. Very important. You can view the guide online or download a copy from the Parks and Recreation website. for more information, and that is at parts.arlingtonva.us/adults-55/seniors-activities/. So much important information, Craig.
Lots of good stuff in that 55-plus seniors guide. It's a treasure trove of information. It's a good publication, and it comes out every month. And OSAP does a great job with that one. All right, we'll be back with sign off and bye-bye right after we hear from our very own Styrofoam mom and another installment of her Sustainable Scoop. Here's Miriam.
Arlington, Virginia is known for leadership in a lot of areas, but there's one area where we are at the top of our game, and it is in our building and designs of sustainable homes. Joining me today is one of the leaders in that industry, in fact, a pioneer, Marta Laseyca. She is the founder and principal of Enviro Home Designs. Welcome, Marta.
Hi, Miriam. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Well, as you know, so many exciting things happening in Arlington. Tell me a little bit about what it means to build a sustainable home.
Our whole house renovations and additions doing in a sustainable way means that we apply a specific criteria, and for Enviro Home Design, the first one is beauty. We have to love our homes, right? We cannot live without them. We love them. We want to stay on them. And also they have to be very functional. Functional in the way that with the less size, we can solve the homeowner's needs. So that's regarding cost also. So they are very cost effective.
You bring up a really good point. Some people think that building an environmentally friendly or efficient home costs them so much money that they have to cut corners. But you talk about picturing the home as an entire system.
Exactly. So either way, when we work with a budget, then we set the goals, and then we determine how we are going to address those goals. And when it comes to the specific of sustainability, the main goal is health. How we address health on these sustainable homes. And indoor air quality, the quality of the air inside, is one of the main things that we need to be very, very careful. And there are some strategies like natural ventilation and mechanical ventilation. And if we talk about natural ventilation, cross and double cross natural ventilation, which is the design of the location of the operable windows.
I see.
And then if we look at, for example, the Granada home on the kitchen,
Right.
we have the double cross natural ventilation, so the air goes through the two axes, main axis of the room. And then we have a cathedral ceiling with an operable skylight, which it acts as another window on the roof. What happens is that the heat rises, so then when it rises, it stays on the cathedral ceiling. If we don't let that air out, then it stays there, and then we have to take care of it. If we let the air out, then it cooperates with extending the seasons.
So you get cathedral ceilings, but at the same time you don't get the energy bill that goes along with heat, trying to create equilibrium all the time.
So it's called the chimney effect.
I see.
So it's a very simple strategy that if we place them during the design process, you get the benefit. So then I am talking about indoor air quality, the quality of the air, and then overlaps with energy efficiency because we are extending the seasons.
Right.
So then we have lower operational costs. So then we talk about costs during the life of the house. So there are different
So in a way,
areas.
you get your money back. And a lot of the homes, specifically some homes that you've built, have done real comparisons about what their bills were before. And actually, in some cases, you've doubled the size of their house and not changed their utility bills.
The other homes in Huntington Street, we did also a whole house renovation. And if I go back to the sustainable goals regarding health, we took care about we had the same goals in a different way, because the house doesn't have cathedral ceilings. We kept the existing 8-foot ceilings, but we were able to address the healthy goal in a very similar way. And then if we go to the following category is the energy performance.
Energy performance,
right. So
right.
we lower the energy and the use of the energy and the use of the water during the life of the house. And that is happening during the planning. During the design process, we plan how we're going to, what systems are we going to use. So the envelope of the house, which is the systems on the walls, the roof, foundation, have enough insulation so then we can use the thermos concept. So the envelope acts as a thermos, so then we keep the temperature that we want inside, and this is why we had to take care with mechanical ventilation about the fresh air coming in and out.
Well, this is one of the reasons why Arlington attracts builders and designers like yourself, because they do recognize these homes. They have the Green Choice Home Awards. They have, that you've recently just been awarded, it was Earthcraft's Award.
Earthcraft Virginia.
Virginia. So it's really important that these vetting companies exist and that you follow certain standards. Anybody can double up on insulation. Anybody could perhaps add solar panels. But when you think about an entire system, you really need some guidance. And you can get that from Arlington County, can't you?
Yes. Yes, the Arlington Green Home Choice is our sustainable umbrella. It's a learning tool for the homeowners so they know. It can be overwhelming because it's a long list, but it is easier to go one by one or by sections. So then you see the amount of decisions that you will have to make. And if you pay attention and you include them on the goals of the design from the beginning, that's the key, because then the goals turns into a result, and the result can be measured.
So how do people find out more about you, Marta, and the work that you do?
Well, you can go to my website, envirohomedesign.com.
Okay, and you're one of the premier builders in Arlington that does this type of work. And if you want more information, you can go to arlingtonenvironment.org.
Yes.
Thanks so much for being with us today and sharing this information. I encourage everyone to take the time to look at these different certifying agencies and what Arlington County has to offer. And I want to thank you again for watching The Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Back to the news desk.
There
This
she
camera
is
right here.
Oh, over here.
Oh, wow. Hey,
There
surprise.
she is.
Hey.
Miriam
Great job.
Thanks,
Styrofoam,
Miriam.
in another installment of Sustainable Scoop, talking with Marta Laseyca and about design. So
Yeah.
I was asking, I'll give you just a
Okay.
second. I was asking our producer Hef about Ogden Nash the other day, so he gave me this book, and I want to read you just a quick one, then he's got a thing too. The cow, about the cow, it's great. The cow is of the bovine ilk. One end is moo, the other is milk. I think that's pretty cool. So that's what Ogden Nash is all about. Read you some Ogden Nash if you want a chuckle or two. It's really good stuff.
Seems like a really good book, actually.
It's a
yeah.
great book. All right, thanks, Hap. Okay.
Yeah, and Craig, I want to give a shout out to my boy Javier Colon, season
Javier.
1 winner of The Voice.
Season 1?
Yeah, so he was
How
at
long
the,
ago was that?
That was
5 years ago?
Yeah, 5 years, 6
Okay.
But
years
he
ago.
was here.
Yeah, and also
Oh, he was here.
at the Dulles Town Center. He rocked it. He was so good.
Wow.
2 hours. I know you can't probably see this, but Javier Colon, my boy, and we want him to come here
Javier.
to the Arlington Weekly News. We told him about it, so he's going to be
Studio
coming.
B.
Come on down,
Studio
Javier.
B, we want you,
Come
Javier.
on.
Bring
Come
your
on.
guitar.
Bring in.
I've got one you can use if you want to come
Yeah,
down.
please come.
And
please
a
come.
ukulele.
And a ukulele, as well. Well, that's our show. We better go before
Yeah.
we get into too much trouble here. I'm not getting the wrap yet. What do you think, Cam? Is it time to go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got the wrap. Okay, we got to go. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Next week, we'll try it all again. If you're there, we'll be here. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.